Hi everyone, my name is Heaven Salter, and I'm an author of all things supernatural, as well as children's books and young adult fiction books. I wanted to share one of my stories, a personal experience that I had dealing with the supernatural, if you will. And I'm sharing the story not to make you a believer, um, honestly, just to tell you that, I did have a personal experience. There are things out there that we can't comprehend, or we just want to be ignorant to, that exist, that are real. And, I won't even get into all of that, but I just wanted to share this story with you. And then I would love to see the comments and feedbacks from other people that have had similar stories. Okay. So I've always been, you know, I would say a believer of other energies, other things. Let's just put it like that for simplest terms. I kind of grew up in a household that was I don't know, open-minded to things like that, I would say. And so I'm always paying attention to the signs out there, like little things like a gust of wind, um, sounds that aren't like normal sounds. I'm always kind of being attentive to things that are not normal things, so I can pick up on those things pretty easily. Well, this one time I had a personal experience. Now, I've never really seen anything, you know, manifest in front of me, but I have heard things throughout my life. I've heard things, maybe whispers in my ears and stuff like that. Um, so I know things are there, and and you can always sense it. You can always feel it. You can feel like a little tingling in your body when there's like some other type of energy around you. You know, there's something there that you can't explain, and you got to trust your gut on that. Um, okay, so this one time I had an experience. So my experience was, it was getting cold and the temperature drops at night. So I I brought out my heater from, storage where I had it. And I had been using it for the last 3 days, 4 days, no problem with it. Well, this one night, I fell asleep, had the heater on in another room, and all of a sudden, I don't know, about 3 in the morning, I got woken up by my alarm, my phone alarm, which I usually keep by my bed. But when I woke up, it wasn't my phone alarm. So I'm like half asleep, waking up, looking for, okay, what is this? Where's this phone, alarm coming from? And I do have like several other phones, but they're like outdated and they haven't been charged, and some of them are even missing batteries. So in my mind, I'm like, nah, it can't be any of those phones because I don't even know where they are, and they haven't been working for a long time. So, I'm trying to follow the sound of that alarm, and it's like 3 in the morning, three something. I'm exhausted, half asleep, in delirium, and I finally find the phone. And it kind of took me by surprise because the phone that the alarm was going off was a phone that I hadn't used in over a year, and it hadn't been charged. I know it was absolutely dead, and it had the time 7 o'clock on it, like 7:12 or something weird. And I'm like, well, it's like 3 a.m. Why is it saying it's 7 o'clock or something like that? So right away, my instinct said, okay, you got to pay attention to something. You didn't get woken up for no reason. So what what do you think what do you think the message is? So, I looked around, and I could smell, like a burning smell. So right away, my instinct was, okay, it has to be the heater. So I go to the heater and I unplug it right away. 'Cause, common sense said, you smell burning, it's the heater. When I look at the heater, the cord was pretty much infused. It was like singed. And had I not unplugged it, would have probably, lit a fire and burnt down, if not my whole house, the area that I had it in, and the things that are around it, like my photography studio, my TV and stuff, because it was plugged into an outlet with other things around it. Right away, I like put that thing outside my door, like outside my house door, and then I got the instinct to just say thank you out loud to whoever the powers that be that helped me out with this, because I knew that it was a message. I knew that it was a real message. Someone was looking out for me, and I received their message loud and clear, so I wanted to say thank you. Went to bed, like, whatever. Woke up the next morning, and I had shared the story with my sister. And what I also did when I woke up was made sure to throw away that heater so that would never happen again. Um, so I shared this story with you to just I guess to open up your eyes a little bit. I guess to say that the signs are around us and we should be paying attention to the littlest things, to the subtlest little details. Um, things do happen for a reason, whether they're good or bad, and we just have to open our eyes. I was saved that day. My daughter was saved that day by whoever. I tend to believe that it's, you know, angels guide me. So whenever I have a supernatural experience, for me, it's an angel was sent to help me. I don't really think beyond that, um, because I don't welcome anything but positive energy around me. But obviously, a supernatural being, you know, got through to that phone to activate it so that it would wake me up, so that I would be attentive to the signs, so that I would then find that heater and then solve the problem before, we got buried in a fire or something. So if you have had a similar experience or story, I'd like for you to share it down below, comment below, because these things are real. They do exist, and I'm gonna make another video about cellular communication, about mobile phones, because uh, it's energy, and a lot of supernatural things happen with, if you notice, electrical energy. So that'll be a different video, but I hope you liked my story, and I hope you guys share your own story, because I look forward to reading about it. All right, thanks.